All right,
Nice.
let's let's get to this stuff with Patrick Brown.
Okay.
All right,
Huzzah.
so we have
I haven't heard that in so long. Huzzah! I like it.
with Patrick Brown, he has been removed from being a contestant on the price of conservatism. So we have from CP24. So Patrick Brown is disqualified from a conservative leadership race. So, election committee chair Ian Brody says in a statement that the party became aware of a serious allegation of wrongdoing by Brown's campaign that appeared to violate the financing rules in the Canada Elections Act. The statement did not provide further details, blah, blah, blah. So, if you don't know, Patrick Brown is the mayor of Brampton, Ontario. He is the mayor. He already has a job.
Okay, no, I actually did know that. I didn't know who this guy was.
Oh, so since he started, he threw his hat in the ring to be the leader of the Conservative Party. He has canceled every city meeting since he started. So there's been,
Really?
city councils are saying we don't know what to do. We don't have any guidance. We got nothing. Even so,
Does he really think that's gonna get
oh,
him, like, votes if you're
oh,
canceling every single meeting?
he's I don't understand. Like this is a guy that's been riddled with scandals. Like I think he's trying to get like with Trudeau of can I have more scandals? I'll race you to the scandal line. Like he had. Well, we'll get into it. Well, here, like we can look from the start. So Patrick Brown directed his top party officials. So this is one of his controversies. Patrick Brown directed top Tories to get me the result I want in nomination now being probed by police. So he was trying to influence elections, influence type this stuff. This was back in 2018. He was, I guess, when he was running. So you're yeah, okay, so let's just continue with this story. So the former progressive conservative leader emailed specific instructions to Bob Stanley, then the party's executive director, and Rick Dykstra, then the Progressive Conservative Party, because I believe he was running for Ontario at the time. 5 days before the nomination meeting in Hamilton. So this is a guy who will use, very much like Trudeau, will use all his minions to try and force a result. With Brenda Lucky. Oh, well, we need to push gun control. So compromise an investigation in Nova Scotia so that we can push gun registration or gun regulation through.
That was
He's
insane.
done a very similar thing.
And to anybody who is unaware, the investigation that we're talking about was the Nova Scotia, where that guy was dressed up as a fake cop and went and killed a bajillion people and burned
Yeah,
houses down
our
and stuff. Yeah.
first mass shooting in Canadian history. And it was all Justin Trudeau used it as an excuse push gun control legislation. One of the first things he did for COVID. All right, so let's just listen to this quick little excerpt while he was being interviewed on, I believe this was on CTV. So just play this is on our in our chat. So just give that a quick little listen. Yeah, Pat Brown COVID mandates, COVID or the first one.
Party I thought was very beatable in the next election. But if he's challenged by an extreme conservative party that
So
runs
he's
on
talking about
banning
Pierre
childhood
Polyev
vaccines and trying to replace
banning childhood
inflationary
vaccines.
policy with cryptocurrency, it's going to be an electoral train wreck. And Justin
Right. And
Trudeau will
pushing
be
inflation with crypto. Okay. All right. So that's what he's saying. That Pierre is trying to stop vaccines for children. Not what he said, but okay. Let's um let's look at where did this uh well let's look at what Patrick Brown, the mayor of Brampton. What did he do during COVID lockdowns? Let's just take a quick little look at this. Uh, this is a clip from Rebel News, and it doesn't it doesn't look good. He just looks like a guy of typical rules for thee, not for me type of thing.
Is this another one of the ones that you sent me privately?
No, this
No.
is in the show, man.
TheStar.com?
Video playing hockey during lockdown. This is only for the first 30 seconds.
Oh, weird. All right.
Well, folks, we're getting the bums rush, but holy mackerel, I think I see Patrick Brown himself.
Holy mackerel.
David Menzies with Rebel News.
You're in a city facility?
Yeah, so are you.
Yeah.
So, are you playing hockey here? Or?
It's a little out of
No,
breath
I'm
there.
just coming to check in our facility. You're not supposed to be here, actually.
Are these taxpayer dollars being used for your buddies to play hockey on this rink? Why is it one law for me and one law for thee in this city?
Oh, so during COVID lockdown, when he
Nice.
said, "Oh, you're not allowed to go play hockey, no public facilities, no, shut down the parks, shut down all the swimming, shut down everything." You notice the first question he asks, "Why are you in this facility?" I could ask you that very same question.
Yeah.
Why are these people here? I thought it was supposed to be locked down. Oh, so again, with his response of him saying, well, he was pushing COVID mandates. Let's let's play the next video clip here from, and this is another one from Rebel News, and he makes it very clear that he doesn't like Rebel News because he's being called out. That's what they don't like. They don't like to be called out. They don't like to see, I
Well,
guess,
of
their
course not.
hypocrisy being
Well,
exposed.
exactly, and that's why Trudeau has such an issue with like freaking Rebel News too. Tamara Lynch, like the list can just keep going here. But all right, yes, let's take a view of this video.
Rebel News. We've seen you shut down Brampton public parks, playgrounds, and other public facilities under threats of $880 COVID and worse. My colleagues and I witnessed you breaking your own rules, heading to play hockey with your friends, and you lied about that too.
Look at him. He's just like,
What do you say to
shut
voters
up,
that
shut up.
don't
Right.
believe you because of your past actions?
I don't agree with
Well,
them.
I certainly don't agree with Rebel Media.
I
and
don't
it was
agree with
very
Rebel
clear
Media.
that I was one of the few big city mayors that pushed back against the closures of recreation. And I'm sure you know that complaint from Rebel was found to be factually incorrect. And I'm proud of my record during COVID-19 to have been one of the few big city mayors in the country who didn't
Okay.
have vaccine mandates and pushed
The hell?
to make sure that
Okay,
recreation
okay.
was
You
open
just
to
heard
stay
what he
active, to stay
said.
fit.
You heard it from him.
Yeah.
I pushed to
TJ
keep
for
them
Rebel News.
open. I
We've seen
kept
you
them open. I kept them open. What was his other vaccine mandates? And I didn't push for vaccine mandates. Oh, did Mr. Mayor Brown? Brown fired back saying Polyev only took a stand against mandates when it became politically popular in some circles. He said during the worst of the pandemic, Polyev sent 3,000 tweets and he didn't talk about vaccine mandates once. This is right from Patrick Brown's own mouth. Okay, I pushed against vaccine mandates. I didn't want people to get the vaccines, and I wanted to keep places open. Well, he shut down hockey rinks. He shut down these types of things to the tune of almost $900 for a fine.
Oh my god.
Oh, right here. Oh, what is this from Toronto City News? Patrick Brown reiterates call to vaccinate essential workers after the death of a 13-year-old. When asked what the provincial government can do to ensure such a tragedy never happens again, Brown responded, vaccinate essential workers. We got to get needles into arms, baby. That's what we have to force them. We have to kick out our nurses if they don't do it. We have to vaccinate all essential workers. Oh, the thing is with this article, they leave out a lot of information with regards to what happened with this 13-year-old. Because if you remember, Tina Henshaw, the Alberta health official, told a story of a 14-year-old healthy person that died from COVID. They had to walk that back because this boy's sister that ended up dying said, actually, he had for brain cancer and was dying.
Oh my god.
So so again, this calls a lot of things into question. Like, are you actually telling the truth, or are you spinning a narrative? Because now if you're lying about this, what else are you now lying about? And I'm not saying they're always lying. I'm just saying they're mostly always lying. Yeah, I'll give them the 5%. But it calls everything else into question now to the point where they said, well, we're not going to release information regarding COVID deaths until we can verify. You would assume that would be what you would have done. It's like the Uvalde thing when the cops are saying, we thought the door was locked. We couldn't get in. You would assume that at least you jiggle the fucking handle, push
Right?
on the whatever, the thing on the door to push it open.
Yeah.
I
Well, and,
figured you would have done, like, it's just a no-brainer.
well, and what I found really comical with that too is the guy was saying like, "Oh, we were struggling to find the right key, and when we finally found the right key, it would have
And
been the first key that they tried because they would have put it in, it wouldn't have turned, but then they, oh look, the door's open." So they didn't actually go through all the keys. They would have figured it out right then and there. They just waited around for
well,
a freaking hour.
no, but what I'm saying is it would almost seem like I would assume that you checked, "Hey, did this person have underlying health conditions?" Well, now this 13-year-old and you're sitting here saying, "I pushed against COVID vaccine mandates." Weird because the article is saying that you pushed for it. Vaccinate people, get them have to be vaccinated.
Well, yeah, and just
You see
because,
over and over, he flip-flops on these when it was politically convenient to do so.
yeah. Well, and you could see too that like, oh boy, here we go again. Gotta love connection issues.
All right,
Anyway,
but so
uh,
right, what?
I don't even remember now. At this point, I forgot.
What I was gonna say, to be fair, I'm not throwing Pierre any bones either, because he finally spoke up, and you know what? My only assumption is that it was because O'Toole was finally out of the picture, and he just went, "You know what? This is stupid. You're just playing Justin Trudeau's game, and you're losing. He does the woke stuff better than you, so you're just losing the argument." But
Yeah. Well, but it was even true that like what the guy said. Like, okay, so even if he didn't want to, or he himself pushed back against the COVID mandates and the vaccines and stuff like that, doesn't mean he was actually pushing back for everybody else. He was still, you do this, you do that, da da da. You got to follow this. But I'm just not going to. Which is exactly what the guy from Rebel News had said: rules for thee, not for me.
yeah.
So
Oh, and it was a lot of it. If anyone remembers, we had politicians going to flights to Cuba or to Hawaii because it's a family tradition where they were making Christmas Day videos saying, hey, we're all in this together while they were in other countries for Christmas.
yeah, that made me so
We're
mad.
all in this together. But
Yeah,
you've seen this over and over. So at some point, people just say, you know what? I can't take you seriously. Now there's the big push for, well, every 9 months, you need to get your COVID shot, otherwise you're not in compliance. So
yep.
all right, if nothing else, let's get the hell out of here. Some of us work for a living.
Oh, please. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had a fantastic day. Sorry again about some of the technical difficulties we were having today. Again, this is the first time we decided to attempt at doing live streaming. So hopefully we'll work out the kinks next time. And we'll catch you again tomorrow. Don't forget.
Wait, the Asians?
What?
Asians?
What talk about the Asians? I don't know what you're saying.
Carry
Anyway.
on. Carry on.
Anyway, don't forget to check us out in all the places that will be listed in the description box below when this gets posted. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It does nothing more than fill my heart with warm fuzzies when I see the little subscribe button going up. Have a good night, guys.
Yay.
I'll show you gay.